If you do not think about the life and the lifestyle, your goals cannot be set. If you are just setting based on your short term vision, your short term understanding, then there is nothing that you are going to achieve, because that standard itself is low. Because what you have actually used is the benchmark that you use is what you have achieved in the past. Okay, that is your conscious imagination that you use, that yes, this is what I achieve, or what I can achieve. That is how part of it. If you are setting your goals by understanding that how it can be achieved, you have never set the right goals in that case. So today is the second day of this 21 days challenge, and I want to make sure that today, before you go home, you have understood the entire goal setting process, because now the 2021 is upon us. All the memories that you may have for 2020 and everything is already gone. Nothing can be changed. So there is no point in just being in the regret for anything that you have already gone through. What is lying in front of you is your future, and this is what we are going to actually focus on. Are you guys ready for the goal setting process? Yes, no? Yes. So help me understand, why do so many goal setting processes fail? Let's start with that. Why do so many goal setting processes fail? Why do so many goal setting processes fail? Anybody? You can put your chat in the put your comment on the chat box, please, so that we all understand before I start sharing my screen. Anyone? Unrealistic measurement. We indulge in daily office activities, focus on 1 or 2 days, then we come back to normal. Procrastinating. All right. What else? Anything else? Procrastinating. Then, so let's understand something really, really profound in the goal setting process. And that process is, why do we actually fail in the goal setting itself? Sorry, goal achievement itself, because the goal setting process itself is not so pure. And what do I mean by pure? Right? What do we do when we are asked about the goals? What do we tell them? When somebody asks you, okay, what goal do you want to have in 2021? What would you say? What is your one goal that you want to achieve? Let's understand. What is the one goal that you want to achieve? Every one of you chip in with your goals so that I understand where do you stand. What is that one goal that you want to achieve? Come on. Everybody is writing, not writing. Better financially, okay. What else? Gaurav is saying better financially. Come on, come on, come on. Promotion, okay. What else? Only two people have goals. Rest of you, are you going to live your life as it comes? Yes, no. How do you want to live your life? Finish my CISM certification by February 2021. Excellent, Aditya. What else? Okay. How about others? How about others? To become SCM manager, okay. Did you realize that you guys, when I'm asking you simple thing also, you guys are little bit taken aback? Why are we not clear about goals? How will we achieve if we are not even clear about our goals? Think about it. So let's say financially better. What does it mean? Let's say financially better. Now what does it mean? So if I give you $100, will it be better? Yeah. Will I give you, let's say, $1,000? Will it be better? What will make you financially better? Aditya has put in a pretty good way. What and date to become SCM manager. Okay, so by December 2021, you will be an SCM manager. Will it be okay? Promotion. So by December 31st, you might get a news of promotion. Will it be okay, Prabhat? Think about it. We are not actually learning how to set the goals first, and then we are hoping that this goal will somehow get true, and ultimately it will give us some relief. Now, we may feel that, oh, isn't it something that is being taught to us? But look at the goal setting process itself. Let's analyze what the goal setting process itself. Okay. First and foremost, the why part of it. Okay. The why part of it. Most of the people are really good in their business goal setting, and they know exactly what they need to set. So they will write, we need to earn $10 million revenue by 31st December 2021 by having 15 client in the new account. Yes, really good. And they will write the same specific thing in our KPI. How many of you realize that when it comes to writing the business goals for which you are working, for which people are paying you, you are writing very specific, measurable, time bound, achievable goals? When it comes to your personal life, why do you feel it is not required? How many of you know the smart goal setting? How many of you know the smart goal setting? Everybody knows smart goal setting? Yes, no? Okay, can anybody specify what SMART stands for? Let's understand. SMART stands for simple, measurable, then achievable, then what else? Who remembers the definition of SMART? Realistic, okay, and time bound. Thank you very much. Now, all of us are taught this SMART definition since how long? All of you are aware that you have been taught this SMART definition for long period of time, isn't it? But all of us are simply ignoring for our own life. Yes or no? And this goal setting exercise which I'm talking about, I'm not talking about any business goal setting anyway. Okay, I'm talking about simply personal goal setting exercise that we are going through. Okay, so without further ado, let me go through it. Why? First and foremost, you need to have your why very clear. When you say why very clear, you are worried about your how for the goal setting first, then your why. How many of you agree with that? When you're worrying about your how, you will always set lower standard goal. Yes or no? When you will actually think about your how, you will always set the lower standard goal. So I'll just give you an example. There's a gentleman called John Ashraf. Okay, he's a Neurogym a CEO, and he says this. Okay, when I was asked in the age of 19 years, when my mentor asked me that what goals you want to set up for the next year, I answered this. I answered that, oh yeah, I want to have money to actually go into the restaurant and eat freely. I should have a decent job, and then I'll probably have some car and maybe an apartment to stay, and so on. So what are we asking actually? We are asking the basic survival needs, right? And is it something which you only want to have in your life? Is it something that you only want to have in your life and you know the answer? Correct? You know the answer. So your why has to be based on the life and the lifestyle that you want to live. Now, if I ask you what better financial means, you need to ask yourself this question: what will be my lifestyle in 2021 that I want to live? What will be the lifestyle that I want for my life and for my family? How many of you are clear about life and the lifestyle? How many of you are clear about your life and the lifestyle that you want to have in 2021? Because if you do not think about the life and the lifestyle, your goals cannot be set. If you are just setting based on your short term vision, your short term understanding, then there is nothing that you are going to achieve, because that standard itself is low. Because what you have actually used is the benchmark that you use is what you have achieved in the past. Okay, that is your conscious imagination that you use, that yes, this is what I achieve, or what I can achieve. That is how part of it. If you are setting your goals by understanding that how it can be achieved, you have never set the right goals in that case. So if I say that my goal is to achieve 5,000 professionals in 2021, have turnover of $1 million, and have 100 entrepreneurs becoming growthpreneurs, 100 professionals becoming growthpreneurs, then I don't know right now how it will be achieved. But I'm sure that if I have put that target in my mind will find the answers for it. And that is how your mind is actually wired. How many of you have an aha moment? How many of you have an aha moment? Your goals cannot be set based on how it can be achieved. It will always be achieved based on why you want to achieve something and what you want to achieve. Now, your brain, your mind doesn't have any limitations. All the limitations that you are looking at yourself, that whether I was able to achieve this or whether I will be able to achieve this, is your own limitations, not your mind's limitation. Do you all agree with that? And please understand, you and your mind are separate. You and your emotions are separate. You and your mind are separate. You and your emotions are separate. So please take a pen and paper and write down what life and lifestyle that you want to have in 2021 today, right now. Just write down those things. Now, when you want to actually define the life and lifestyle, you need to understand this part, which I call the what. Most of us like I mentioned, that what do you want to achieve? You said better financially, promote, become an SCM manager, and so on. Except Aditya says, I want to finish CISM certificate by Feb 2021. This is called the specific goal. So when you are setting the goals, you have to be very, 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 very specific with the date, with the time, with what you want to achieve, how much you want to achieve out of that goal. Now, basis that, let me explain you the concept. This is an elephant and a bee. Okay. The story goes, if bee orders elephant to go in so and so direction, okay, bee is flying, so bee knows that there is a danger out here, right? And there is a problem here, there is a thing here, there is a thing there. So bee knows which direction to go. However, the elephant doesn't know it. Elephant can look just further, right? Because of his weight, size, and everything put together. Now, will elephant actually move basis what bees tells? Yes or no? Yes or no? And you know the answer. Now, let me put it this way, in a different way. Now, you understand that you have a 40-bit processor and there is a 4 million bit processor. 40-bit processor and a 4 million bit processor. Which one will run faster? Which one will run faster? Come on, guys. Answer in the chat box. Which one will run faster? 4 million. Now, which that 4 million is? That elephant is your subconscious mind, which has that processing capacity of 40 million. And the elephant also doesn't actually listen to your 40 million thing. Sorry, 40 bit processor, right? So your elephant doesn't listen to this 40-bit bee that is telling elephant that this is the way you need to go. Why? Because this 4 million bit processor has a lot of power, and that power is called the imagination power. This power is called the imagination power. Now, what we do by actually looking at the goals from the perspective of what has been achieved or what you can achieve, you are putting a limit to this elephant. You are putting a limit to this elephant and telling elephant that this is what you can actually achieve. So what now this 4 million bit processor do is simply program that in your mind that this is what you can achieve. This is the only thing that you can achieve. Now, let me put it in a practical perspective. So let's say Gaurav Sharma, right? Gaurav Sharma is looking for a new job to get a better financially. Now, as such, he is looking for the right offer right now in the market, and which is giving him 30%. Let's say his salary is 20 lakh rupees and he gets 30%, so becomes 26 lakh rupees. Gaurav, will it be a better financial for you in that case? Will this be a better financial for you in that case? Yes, absolutely. Okay. Is it your limit, but no? Okay. So now let me ask you. So let's say you put the goal of achieving 1 crore in next year. So what is the first answer you get from your mind right now? What is the first answer you get? Outside my limit. Why does your mind actually come up with this answer? Why does the mind come up with this answer? Anyone can also chip in, guys. Yeah. Past experience, conscious programming, it's in job, it's not easy. Have I told you that you have to achieve this in job? Have I asked you that you have to achieve in the job? Yes or no? Then why do you put that limitation on you? Can you achieve 1 CR if you actually place in the stock market in options and futures? Yes or no? Can you achieve 1 CR if you develop an idea which can be converted into a business? Can you achieve 1 CR if your idea is a hit and you're getting the funding? Can you achieve 1 CR if you take a consulting project, help company achieve $1 million and they give you 1 CR? How many possibilities have we thought about before we actually said it is outside my limit? How many possibilities have we think about or thought about before we say it is outside my limit? So imagine what has happened with you right now. Your elephant has been set at a certain thermostat. Your elephant has been set at a certain thermostat. That thermostat limit is anything that you are earning today 20%, 30% higher than that. Now, who set that thermostat? Because I have put my limit that I want to be in the job, I will be in the job, and in job normally you don't get more than 30%. So all my thinking will be only related to job. How many of you have an aha moment? This is what happens with the goal setting, and that is the reason people who do not know how to set the goals, they always set the low standard goals. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, not really. That's a wrong definition given. Realistic, wrong definition given. T is time bound 100%. Because what smart has been created is by the logical, brilliant, intelligent people. The logical, brilliant, intelligent people who wanted to control the things. But when it comes to your personal life, why do you want to control anything? When you can achieve 1 CR, why do you want to get satisfied with 25 lakhs? Is the question. Now, most of us are also blinded by what we say is goal setting to be very, very unidirectional or linear kind of thing. The linearity, the linearity is actually conditioned to us since the beginning. Okay, linearity is conditioned to us in the beginning that we can only achieve certain things in a linear scale. That linear scale is defined by the past experience, and that past experience may or may not be good. So let's say somebody who has changed 5 jobs and have become a crorepati, he doesn't bother that crore is possible or not. Somebody who has changed the 5 job but he hasn't reached the 20 lakh, he would bother, how would I actually reach to 25 lakh, right? Now this also needs an investment. I again ask you, Chandan, why are you even thinking about the how when you're setting the goals? That is what we are talking about. There is an elephant in your room which is having the capability. Do you agree that elephant is the strongest animal as well when it comes to actually defending the family and everything? Yes or no? Yeah, that means on an elephant is an intelligent animal as well as the strongest as well when it comes to defending. things, right? And you are giving elephant to actually pick up the branch instead of giving him the task to actually pick up the tree. Is elephant capable? 150%. But what is your limitation? Because you want only that branch. That is the limitation. Making sense to everyone? Yes, no? Yeah? Now, if you are now understanding that why you need to set the goals on what basis, right? So, your life and lifestyle define your goals, and what is actually created by your imagination and not by your condition. If you use the imagination in goal setting, that will help you to overcome a lot of things which you call as a roadblock to achieve your goals. But if you use your limitations to actually set up the goal, you will always set up the low standard goal. Now, which are the areas that you need to understand? Now, please understand that the goal setting need not be only unidirectional, that is a financial goal. Most of us have this notion of goal setting to be either health, that is a losing weight, or financials. The goal setting, the holistic goal setting process actually touch base each and every aspect of your life, and that's why your why needs to be clear, that what life I want for myself and my family, what lifestyle I want to actually live in the next year should decide which goal I need to fulfill or need to set, and that needs to be set in the 7 different areas of your life. Please note it down. The 7 areas of the life that you need to set the goals. One is the wealth, which you are pretty much aware of in terms of financials, numbers, and everything. Now you need to be very, very clear in terms of the number as well. So, for example, okay, if I say that I want to achieve $1 million by December 31st, 2 p.m. 2021, specific goal, yeah, yes, no. What I haven't specified though, whether it will be income or a profit. So, if I put my mind to use and I use this goal setting process, I need to give this elephant a very, very specific direction. I am earning $1 million revenue with 50% plus profitability before 2 p.m. December 31st, 2020. If you can specify this from my business, how many of you are getting it? I am earning $1 million revenue with 50% profitability from my business before 2 p.m. December 31st, 2021. Now, if you actually fix that in your mind, now your mind will start playing around this. That elephant will find the way what to do in order to achieve that. Now, there is a health, you know how important it is for you to put that. Again, in the health, you need to use the words very, very specific. So, if you want to reduce the weight, you are using the word differently. Now, let me tell you that in the neuroscience and the psychologically, when I am talking about this goal setting process, in the psychologically, the words play a very, very crucial role. So, let's say you put this goal. I want to lose 20 kg by December 31st, 2021 and want to measure 64 kg. So, what have you done in the goal? I want to lose. Is it the right goal? Yes, no. Is it the right goal? Just help me understand, guys, in the chat box. Yes. Let me tell you the profound insight in this. The words play a very, very crucial role. It means, what do you actually understand by lose? What do you understand by lose? No, sorry. Lose doesn't mean reduce, right? When you're losing something, what is the trigger in your mind that I have to gain? Oh, I have lost. Yes, I have lost. So now I have to gain. So what I am doing is I'm telling myself that I want to lose 20 kg by December 31st, 2021 and measure 64 kg by 5 p.m. December 31st. What I'm telling myself is, oh, I'm losing 20 kg. Now, even though your willpower is so strong, what that word has done with you is that it has actually caused a sense of insecurity in your mind. And that sense of insecurity will now play with you, and it will actually stop you at certain point of time while you are in the journey of reducing that weight. What you need to put though in the form of a word, I am releasing 20 kg by 5 p.m. December 31st, 2021, becoming fitter, healthier, and leaner by December 31st, 2021. Now, what you are doing is you are releasing something. What you release generally, which is of no use to you. How many of you have an aha moment? I'm giving you the very, very deep understanding and science of it rather than simply giving you the goal setting. See, goal setting, you will find it everywhere. I'm just giving you the very deep insight of everything. Okay. Yes, only one person. Rest of you didn't have any understanding, or how's it? Yeah. Okay. So now you have to understand that now you have to put the goals. Please note down these 7 areas of your life: wealth, health, relationship, personal growth. Personal growth is what you're doing to grow personally. Now, if you are saying that I want to earn 1 crore rupees by 5 p.m. December 31st, right? And if you are not doing anything in this personal growth aspect, you have already missed the target, because it only means that now you have to set the target for everything. Now you have to set the target for everything. Now, fun and leisure is equally important. Fun and leisure is equally important, because that will give the dopamine which is required for your brain and mind to actually enjoy that process. If I continue to work, and then I feel that, oh, let me just work really, really hard to achieve this goal, and you're not using the time for the fun as well, let me tell you, your sustenance of the goal setting itself will not be there. So your fun and leisure is equally important as much as your health, wealth, relationship, personal goal, career, and spirituality as well. Okay. Career, you all understand it really, really well. Spiritual is something that you, how much you want to connect with yourself, whether you are living the life of purpose and meaning, whether you can actually help somebody or make an impact in this world. Can you make a difference in this world by virtue of what you have? So that is called the spiritual growth. So the easiest goal to actually achieve in that is that how much will I actually give in charity if I earn so, right? So every month I give certain amount to charity. The reason is very simple. The more I give, the multiple of it can be received. The more I give, the more I receive. It is as simple as that. Not only I'm giving knowledge, not only I'm giving impacting people, I'm also sharing my wealth to people so that it helps me, right? When it helps me to become that person more and more, the more I will be able to do the charity. So when you are giving, your giving becomes the receiving as well. When you're giving something to the universe always reward you positively. Making sense, everyone? Yes. Now, now comes the how part of it. Now, how do you want to achieve it? Most of us have this notion that, oh, I have set up such a big goal now. Let's say I have used my imagination saying that instead of 25 lakh, I am earning 1 CR in 2021. Okay. Now, what happens after that? After one day, you start worrying about, अरे मैंने गोल तो रख दिया है, but how will I actually ever achieve this? How will I ever achieve this? The reason is that we have always put the logical limitation while setting the goals, and now we are actually achieving that goal. We are now looking at the bigger picture. Now, this is the thing which you need to keep in mind. While setting the goals, go as big as far as possible. While achieving the goal, go as small as little as possible. Please write this down. While setting the goals, go as big as far as possible. While achieving the goal, do as little as small as possible. What does it mean? That you are breaking your goal into two small chunks. Now, there are two criteria to achieve the goal. One is the internal alignment, and the second is the external alignment. What does it mean? The internal alignment is always about aligning that goal to a higher purpose. So, what would you do and why do you want to achieve to that 1 CR is something which you need to align to a purpose, that if I earn 1 CR, I'll be able to help so many people. If I earn 1 CR, I'll be able to reduce my debt by half. If I earn 1 CR, my family will be moving from 1 BHK where we are facing issues to 2 BHK where my son or daughter can get a study room. Now, when you are not aligning to the purpose, your goal pursuing will always face the roadblocks. How many of you are understanding? Your goal will always face the hurdles because you are not aligning to the higher purpose. Okay? Now, the external alignment happens by breaking down in the chunk, and breaking down in the chunk in the sense, please note it down this part as well, that you should be hungry to take action to achieve the goal on a daily basis. You should be hungry to take action in order to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself, but you should be patient to get the result for that goal. How many of you are realizing? So let's say you have set this 1 CR goal. Now, are you going to earn 1 CR in 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month? Maybe, may not be. But what happens when you are actually chanting the 1 CR every day? I mean, you're regretting the fact that I haven't got the 1 CR. You're regretting the fact, oh, I haven't achieved my goal. The reason is that you need to be patient to achieve that goal, which is actually having the horizon of 12 months, but you should be very, very hungry on acting on these small pieces, on the small pieces. Now, I have written two parts to it, breakdown to breakthrough. That is, if you break it down in a chunk where you get the smallest win every day, your body, your mind will respond positively to achieve your higher goal on a daily basis, because these are the positive triggers which actually releases the dopamine, which tells that you are slowly and steadily achieving towards your goal. And that's the reason having a patience to achieve the long term goal and having an impatience and hunger to achieve the small term actions is the key to achieve the goal. How many of you have an aha moment? Yes? Have you all understood? Okay, wonderful. Now, let me just finish the goal setting process with this word called the cognitive priming. Now, what do you mean? What do I mean by cognitive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is called the cognitive priming when you are involving each and every sense that you have in achieving your goal and making your body aligned to that goal. If your body, mind, and soul are not aligned to it, you most likely to actually give up on your goals. And when you are celebrating small thing on a daily basis, it gives you the trigger every day morning that you are on the right path. So whatever stress that you might be going through in your company, let me tell you, it will be finished. It will not be there, because every morning you start new with this feeling of achievement, the celebration. And that is what makes you different than the other average people. And that's what makes your goal setting process to be very definitive rather than simply going as a simple goal. Now, the another cognitive priming that you need to do is by writing your goals. How many of you are writing your goals? Yes, no? Okay, Yadvendra is all right. So, how you need to write it in a present tense, a simple present tense, and let me give you the format. Please note it down so that you can remember or write it down somewhere. Okay, and let me, if possible, I can just show you which can be given to all of you in this part as well. Just give me one sec. Let me open that so that everybody can get that. Okay, I'm giving you the screenshot, but it is better you can write it once for yourself. I'm so happy and grateful that my goal of touching 25 million lives before 2025 through mentoring, coaching, digital program, books, keynotes, etc., has been easily manifested and fulfilled by the blessings of God and universe. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The way you write the goal actually relates to your mind reading it. So if you are writing the goal, I will, please understand that your mind will not give the importance which is required for that goal. So now you have to get into the writing mode. So every day, if there are 7 areas and if you feel that the five goals you can set up for this 7 areas, write those 5 goals down in a diary, in a separate goal diary where you can write this thing. I'm so happy and grateful that my goal of touching 25 million lives before 2025 through mentoring, coaching, digital program, books, keynotes, etc., has been easily fulfilled. So you can put your thing, but make sure that you be first grateful about it. That means you are just expressing your gratitude towards the God, and you are also thanking and asking the blessings of God and universe to fulfill that goal. Are you getting it? Now, if you do it in this fashion, your goal are likely to get fulfilled, and you automatically get the triggers of how you will be able to achieve. Each one of you will have a different way of achieving the goal, but if you do not set it right way, like we have explained in the why, what, and how way, you are most likely to miss out on the goal setting part. Now I want to open the people and ask, how was your experience today on the goal setting? How was your experience? Anyone wants to share? Visualization is best, yes. Yes,
I was
Bhadrayu?
aware of the visualize part, but yeah, writing it regularly is something is not happening. So that is really important
Yeah, but that
takeaway.
consistency is required.
I, am I am
Yes.
I audible?
Geeta is saying very fulfilling. How about Smita? Smita is joining for the first time. Sashi Kumar, Narsing Rao, Uday, Manoj, every one of you guys. How did you feel? Aditya was in full flow.
Yeah. Rakesh, just a small doubt here. Let's say that, if I set a goal for December 31st, 2021, do I need to write that every day in my journal?
Yes. Specific.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, doubt clarified. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got two, three takeaway from this session.
Sure.
Is one thing I found it very really a different perspective towards goal is you should aim as big as possible
Yeah.
and action should be as small as possible. This is a
Correct.
very good perspective what I find and very practical also. The
Mhm.
other thing which I knew but couldn't able to implement, but tomorrow onwards I'll implement is that writing the goal specifically with time, date, and how that will make a effect to achieve the goal. So that is something which I was missing out, and I'm sure I'll implement it. That is one thing. One thing also, I really liked it, and I can correlate with this session is there is a YouTube videos about goals of yours on Facebook, which you personally recommended me. So in that you said that whenever you set a goal, you should not set a goal on basis of your surroundings. Let's say I'm setting a career goal, I should not set a goal with my peers, let my colleagues, but my goal should be on a higher level. So when I set my goal comparing to my peers, I restrict myself for my potential growth. So this is the three takeaway which I think the most important I'll action it. Thank
Wonderful.
you, sir.
Thank you, Uday. Yes. Anybody else?
Yeah, goal visualization was happening like on daily basis, but as far as writing is concerned, I have probably written it once 6 months ago, but no, after that. So
That
yeah,
is why
I'll do that.
cognitive priming is so much important.
Sure. Thank you.
All
I,
right.
I I was writing it on a regular basis,
Mhm.
morning and evening.
Mhm.
But I think what you have suggested today, like that gratitude and like thankfulness, those things were missing. I think, and visualization. So that was like a real eye opener today.
Yes. So that's why I thought that why not probably take the chance. Why don't you guys do me a favor in the career acceleration mastery? Can you put the feedback of this 21 days challenge so that more people can get benefit? Because I'm sure people, despite looking at the things, are not actually getting into the action, and I hope all of you are getting benefited out of it, right? All right. With that, we'll say first and foremost, thank you very much for joining with me on this. And I believe that all of you are on the right path once you have decided to join this challenge. Yes, this challenge will have a lot of other things which are going to come in the new year. But before the new year is set, I want to wish each and every one of you and your family a very, very happy new year. May you all achieve your 2021 goals and set the goals with your higher purpose so that you can achieve it well as well, and put in the action behind it. So chunk it out and make sure that you create the momentum starting with the 1st January after enjoying your 31st. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night and a happy new year to everyone. Bye bye. Take care.